matrices are said to be conformable. That means first we are to confirm whether the given two matrices can be multiplied or not. That is, are they conformable or suitable or compatible for multiplication? To check this, whether the two matrices are compatible, suitable or conformable for multiplication, what we check is number of columns in first multipliers must be equal to the number of rows in post multiplier, that is second multiplier. So if I have a matrix A whose order is m by n and matrix B whose order is n by p, then the number of columns in first must be equal to number of rows in second. That is, the inner dimensions must match. ये जहां पर खत्म हो रहा है n, वहां से शुरू होना चाहिए. The inner dimensions are equal. That is, the column in first and rows in second. C R. The credit report is good. Then C for column, C for credit. If columns in first is equal to rows in second, then the matrices can be multiplied. Then the matrices are said to be conformable for multiplication. Now, what will be the final order? See, A is m by n and B must start with n by p. So this will be eliminated and the final order is m by p. The order of AB is simply m by p. Suppose I have a matrix A 2 by 3. If I need to multiply it with matrix B whose order must start with 3, that is number of rows must be 3, so that they are conformable for multiplication. Now there may be any number of rows, say columns, say 5. Now the final order of product AB will obviously be 2 by 5. That is, in the product the number of rows are taken from set A and number of columns are taken from set B. Rows are taken from A and columns are taken from B. I repeat, while getting the product of two matrices, the rows are taken from first, that is pre-multiplier, and the columns are taken from the second matrix, that is from the post-multiplier. Let's try to find the product, and how we do the product is, in the process of multiplication, we take row from A and column from B. You remember A, R, C. When we write A, row index, then column index. From first we take row and from second we take column. Now we define the element wise product of two sets. How it is done? This is the row and this is the column which we are to multiply. How we take the product? The first element is multiplied by the first, then the second is multiplied by the second, and the third will be multiplied by third. To better understand it, just run and jump. Take this, run and jump. So 1 will be multiplied by 4, 2 will be multiplied by 5, 3 will be multiplied by 6. Run and jump. Take the horizontal line, horizontal, that is row, into vertical is column. So HIV, the horizontal line will go to vertical column and the corresponding elements will be multiplied. 1 into 4 plus 2 into 5 plus 3 into 6. This will be the element wise product of a row and a column, and the element wise product will be summed up. 1 into 4 plus 2 into 5 plus 3 into 6 will give us 4 plus 10 plus 12, that is 26. Let's try one more example. Let's have a recap. See, in the process of multiplication, row comes before column. A, R, C. Row comes before column. First row, the order, when we write order, first we write row, then we write column. In the same way, row comes from the first matrix. We take row from first matrix and column from the second matrix. We multiply the corresponding elements of the row to column and sum them. Run and jump. Simply run and jump. Then run and jump to next. Run and jump. Now first row. Okay, now we'll go with the second row. Run and jump. Run and jump. We'll take row from first matrix and column from the second matrix. Horizontal into vertical. Horizontal line will be multiplied by the vertical line. So it's easy to remember. The process is very simple. Let's start finding the product. See, the first row will be multiplied by the first column. 2 into 1. 2 into 1 plus 3 into 0. 3 into 0 plus 4 into 3. Now first row is multiplied by first column. This is position 1, 1. First row, first column. The product is C, 1, 1. Now C2, 2. Mind it. For this element, row is to be taken from C1, 2. First row, second column. The row is to be taken from first matrix and the column is to be taken from second. So first row will be multiplied by second column. 2 into minus 3. 2 into minus 3 plus 3 into 2. 3 into 2 plus 4 into 0. 4 into 0. Now this position, first row and third column. How will get this element? The first row will be multiplied by third column. The row is to be taken from first matrix and the column is to be taken from second. So let me delete it. First row is to be multiplied by third column. First row is to be multiplied by third. 2 into 5 plus 3 into 4 plus 4 into 5. Run and jump. So 2 into 5. 2 into 5 plus 3 into 4. 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4 plus 4 into 5. 4 into 5. Now we start with second row, because we need second row, first column. That is, we need 2, 1. So second row is to be taken from first. Row is from first and first column from second. Multiply second row with first column. So 3 into 1. 3 into 1 plus 4 into 0. 4 into 0 plus 5 into 3. 5 into 3. Now this position is second row, second column. So the second row from first matrix is to be multiplied by second column of the second matrix. 3 into minus 3. 3 into minus 3 plus 4 into 2 plus 4 into 2 plus 5 into 0. 5 into 0. Run and jump. 3 into minus 3, 4 into 2, 5 into 0. Now, if I try to jump here, if I need this element, this is simply C. C is the name of this matrix, C. Third row, second column. So what I am to take? The row is to be taken from first matrix and the column is to be taken from second. So this position, third row, second column, third row, second column. Let's take third row, second column. 4 into minus 3, 4 into minus 3, 5 into 2, plus 5 into 2, plus 6 into 5. Again, if I ask, what will be this entry? This is third row and first column, 3, 1. So third row will be multiplied by first column, 3, 1 position. So this gives me 4 into 1 plus 5 into 0 plus 6 into 3. Now the remaining 2 entries, let me fill first this. What position is it? It is second row and third column. So second row and third column. This entry can be obtained by multiplying second row from first and column from second, and third column, second row, third column. Let's multiply these. 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4 plus 5 into 5. So 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4 plus 5 into 5. So 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4 plus 5 into 5. Now, the last entry, that is third row, third column. This can be obtained by multiplying third row with the corresponding element of third column. So 4 into 5 plus 5 into 4 plus 6 into 5. So 4 into 5 plus 5 into 4 plus 6 into 5. This is how we find the product of two matrices. Let's suppose I have made a mistake here. So I am to check what entry is it? Second row, second column. How I will get this entry? I'll take the second row from the first matrix, because this is 2. Row comes second row, second column, C2. Second column, I'll multiply the corresponding element and add them. So this is 3 into minus 3 plus 4 into 2 plus 5 into 0. 3 into minus 3, 4 into 2 plus 5 into 0. Suppose this entry is missing. So how can you find which entry is it? Second row, third column. Second row will be multiplied by third column. So let's take a new question and try to find the product. See, I have a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is its order? 2 by 3. Now, it can be multiplied with a matrix in which number of rows is 3. Suppose I take 3 rows and only 1 column. So, 2, 5, 7. So, the final order is 2 by 1. And how you will do? You have to do nothing. You just take first row, go to the first column. Row goes into column. Horizontal into vertical. So 1 into 2. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 5 plus 3 into 7. Now first row will go to second column, but here is no second column. So obviously there is, and of course there are 2 rows and 1 column in the product. So there is only 1 column. So 1 entry will be there. Now second row will multiply by, because this position is 2, 1. So 4 into 2 plus 5 into 5 plus 6 into 7. This is 2 plus 10 plus 21. 21 and 10, 31 plus 2 is 33. 4 2s are 8, 40, 42, 42 and 8, 50, 50 and 25, 75. This is how we find the product. The product is amazing. See, we take an example and you will find, oh, let's try to multiply 1, 2, 3 with 4, 5, 6. Now the order of this matrix is 3 by 1 and order of this is 1 by 3 as there is 1 row and 3 columns. So the product will be a matrix of order 3 by 3. There will be 3 rows and 3 columns. 3 rows and 3 columns. Suppose I ask you what will be the element here, that is first row, third column. You can tell. You will take first row from first and column from second. First row and third column. Multiply them and add, because there is only one element. So 1 into 6, 1 into 6. Or simply we start with first row. First row will be multiplied by first column, 1 into 4. Now first row is multiplied by second column. See, this is second column. First row with second column will be written at 1, 2. At one position. 1 into 5. So 1, 3 position. First row, third column. 1 into 6. Now we start with second row. Second row, first column, 2 into 4. 2 into 4. Second row, second column. Second row, second column. 2 into 5. Second row, third column. 2 into 6. Third row we start with. So if I talk about this element, this is at position third row first. So what we are to do? We are to take third row from matrix 1 and first column from matrix 2, and we are to multiply element wise and add. There is only one element in this column and one element in this row, so simply 3 into 4. And this is 3 into 5 and 3 into 6. Now it's amazing. See, the product AB was defined, the product BA is also defined. 4, 5, 6 now is to be multiplied by 1, 2, 3. See the magic. The order of this matrix is 1 row and 3 columns. 1 by 3. The order of this matrix is 3 by 1. 3 by 1. Here we are having 3 rows, horizontal lines are rows, and 1 column. Now the final product is a 1 by 1 matrix. That is, it will have only one entry. Of course it will have whatever row you apply. You just run and jump. The first row will go, run and jump. So 4 into 1 plus 5 into 2 plus 6 into 3. Now first row will go to the second column as there is no second column. Now first row will go to third column, there is no third column. Again, if you talk about this element, there will be no element as there is no second row. Second row will go to first column, there is no second column. Obviously the order is 1 by 1. See the magic. Here AB is a matrix. The product AB is a matrix of order 3 by 3. Whereas the product BA, B first, then A. The product BA is a matrix 1 by 1. 4 1s are 4 plus 10 plus 18. If we add them, I get 18 and 22 plus 10, that is 32. This is a 1 by 1 matrix. Now, so usually AB is not equal to BA. Usually. But if you multiply a matrix with a 0 matrix, then obviously the result is going to be a 0 matrix. So here you can say, oh, this is commutative. Again, if you multiply a matrix with a unit matrix, it is commutative. Usually matrix multiplication is not commutative. Sometimes it happens that the product AB is defined. Suppose I have A 3 by 5 and B 5 by 7. Now the product AB is defined. But if I talk about BA, the order of B is 5 by 7 and order of A is 3 by 5. The AB is defined but BA is not defined. Sometimes it happens that AB and both BA and AB are defined but they are of different order. Sometimes it happens that AB and BA both are defined, both have same order but they are not equal. So usually matrix multiplication is not commutative. Let's take some examples where it is commutative. If you multiply a matrix with a zero matrix, if you multiply a matrix with a unit matrix. One more case is there. If you take a diagonal matrix means a square matrix whose non-diagonal elements are 0. Let's take 1, 2. Here non-diagonal elements are 0. This is 3, 4. The non-diagonal elements are 0. In this case, you will find AB is equal to BA. Yes, if you multiply two diagonal matrix of same order, then you are going to get the result same. That is, here commutativity follows. But in general, matrix multiplication is not commutative. Let's check it out. This is AB. How we do the products? Listen. First row will go to first column, then first row will go to second column. So 1 into 3 plus 0 into 0. First row now will go to second column. So 1 into 0 plus 0 into 4. Now we start with second row. Second row will go to first column. 0 into 3 plus 2 into 0. 0 into 3 plus 2 into 0. Now the second row will go. This is position 2, 2. For this, we take second row from first and second column from here. So 0 into 0 plus 2 into 4. The result is 1 into 3, that is 3. Here 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. And 2 4s are 8. Now we try to find BA. And you will amaze that here AB is equal to BA. That's it. So B will be written first. 3 0 0 4. Now A 1 0 0 2. Let's try to find the product. How the product is to be found? First row will go to first column, then to second. 3 into 1 plus 0 into 0. Now this will go to this, that is 3 into 0 plus 0 into 2. Now second row, first column. Second row, first column. Second first. 0 into 1 plus 4 into 0. 0 into 1 plus 4 into 0. Second row, second column. Second row, second column. Second row, second column. 0 into 0 plus 4 into 2. 0 into 0 plus 4 into 2. So what you get is 3. This is 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. And here you can see AB is equal to B. So in case when you multiply a matrix with a unit matrix, it is commutative. When you multiply with a 0, then answer is obviously a 0 matrix. But here, in the case of two diagonal matrices of same order, the product AB is going to be equal to product B. One more interesting thing which we can discuss. If we take two matrices out of which one matrix is a 0 matrix, then the product is obviously going to go 0. Let's check. Let's have an example. 1, 2, 3, 4 is multiplied by a 0 matrix. 0, 0, 0, 0. How the product is being done? First row to first column. 1 into 0 plus 2 into 0. that is 0. First row will go to second. 1 into 0 plus 2 into 0. 0 plus 0. First row will go this. Second row will go to first column. 3 into 0 plus 4 into 0. That is 0. Now 2 position, second row and second column. 3 into 0 plus 4 into 0. That is 0. So here you can see, if either of the factor is 0, then the product is going to go 0. But there can be cases where neither A is equal to 0 nor B is equal to 0, but the product AB is 0. See, if one of the matrices is 0, then the product is 100% 0. But if the product is a 0 matrix, that doesn't mean that one of them must be a 0 matrix. We can have like this 0, 0, 1, 2. I have taken a column, one column 0, another column. In this second one, what I did, 3, 5, 0, 0. Find the product, what you get. Let's check. First row goes to first column. So 0 into 3 plus 1 into 0. First row goes to second column. So 0 into 5 plus 1 into 0. Now first row has gone to second. There is no third column. Now we go to second row. Second row to first column. That is 0 into 3 plus 2 into 0. 0 into 5. 0 into 5 plus 2 into 0. That is 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0. So if A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, then obviously AB is equal to 0, but converse need not to be true. Converse need not to be true. Here you can see this is not a 0 matrix, because in 0 matrix all the elements must be 0. This is not a 0 matrix, this is not a 0 matrix, but we have got the result, the product, as a 0 matrix. So this is how we find the product of two matrices. I hope you will be able to do product of two matrices.